Morning guys, hope you're well. Hope everything's going okay. I've got your trackers. If I've had 2 weeks of your trackers now, guys, in the next 24, 48 hours, I'm going to write you and email you your little individual kind of halfway report. And a report's not like school. It's not saying you've done this well, done this bad. It's more just kind of an overall look at what you've done so far and how it's all going, and some little recommendations and things that you've done really well, big tick and positives, and things that maybe to try and help you with if you're under something, for example, or struggling with something. I do get to speak to you at times as well. Please email me, please message on the group. I'm there to help as much as possible. I think the biggest thing I link into though is all the components. Please remember all the components. I think what we sometimes look at with fitness and these programs is that we just look at the food and the exercise, which are really important. You need to eat well and you need to kind of train and keep your body healthy and fit. But sometimes we neglect the other ones, like the water, especially in today's heat, this month's heat and the summer we're having. And then also with the sleep and the stress and the rest bit. And each week obviously you can put a little bit about each bit. This one's about the stress bit. So for example, it's a real funny one with the stress one. You're probably thinking, oh, I'm quite cool, and I'm sure a lot of you are. I haven't seen many of you with kind of real stress points in your trackers, which is great. That's superb. You're managing it, but we all get it. It's probably the hardest component for me. I don't get stressed to the point that I'm kind of I kind of can't get out of bed and I'm feeling really depressed and I'm feeling really crap. I mean, I have those days, we all do. You just think, wow, I just want to crawl under the covers. But it's about little things to try and just bring into your routine as well. Some little things to think about are, some simple things would be, if you can get 10 minutes to go for a walk, switch off, don't have your phone with you, go for a walk the dog, or just go for a walk, especially in today's lovely weather. That's a really good way just to clear your head a little bit. Another way would be to maybe use some apps and meditation. There's a great app called Headspace. Give it a Google, give it a little look. It's a really good little app there, and it's just little basics into meditation. And when you talk about meditation, people think, oh, I'm not doing that, that's not for me, I'm not going to meditate. But open your mind a little bit. It can be quite good. It's about giving you some you time and me time. So they're good aspects to doing it. Other little ways can just be switching off from things you normally do. So you've obviously got kids, you've got kind of lifestyles, you've got work, you've got commitments, you've got family issues and all these kind of things. Sometimes just trying to take that away, like a trip away, to the beach, or taking the family out for a walk or stuff like that. It's just nice to switch off and just enjoy your time and enjoy the weather, and just try not to worry about the things that we have to deal with, which are bills, which are work, and just try and take yourself away from that for half an hour a day. That's a really good one as well. To smile, laugh, be happy, and appreciate what you've got as well. If you really do struggle with these things though as well, don't let them beat you up. So for example, what I mean by that, it's very easier said than done. I've got a massive background in this. I'm not trying to be, it's all about me. I've suffered openly with depression and some mental health issues, which I'm quite honest to speak about. I'm not embarrassed to talk about them. And actually, I was in a really bad place, and now I can put myself in a better place by just making sure I smile. I surround myself by good people. I eat well. I train regularly. I do try and take 10 minutes away every now and then to switch off, do little things like that. So don't let them beat you up. And if you really do struggle with them, you obviously can go and get advice from doctors and things like that. But just talking as well, just like I said, talking about them. We all have problems day to day, week to week, and we're very good in being British, that we just kind of put them under the carpet, get on with it, stiff upper lip and all that. Facing them sometimes, writing them down in a diary, is another way just to release them a little bit so they don't build up and they don't crush you. So be aware of it. That's all I'm saying, because when you do get stress levels are high and you're not sleep, what usually happens then is you tend not to sleep, you tend not to exercise, you get a bit of a kind of feel and way, and then it knocks on everything. So stress is a bit of a really important one, because it's something which creeps up on you and actually can be the one which knocks the other ones. If you're feeling stressed and feeling crap, guess what? Your normal rest of your lifestyle then becomes pretty crap as well. You reach for that bottle, you reach for that food, you reach for that burger. Oh, I can't be bothered, turn the alarm off, I'm not going to my session. Things like that, and then before you know it, you get into a bit of a rut. And before you know, that one day can be 2 days, can be 3 days, can be 4 days. So stay positive. So for example, in this manner of this program, if you're stressed because you're not making sessions and you're finding it hard and you're finding it tired, you think, oh bollocks, this isn't working, I don't want to do this, and look for positive still. So for example, in this concept, if you're struggling to get to sessions, there's home sessions. Go for a walk, go for a run, go for a swim. Do something. Something is better than nothing. You don't have to be, if you're not going to 3 sessions a week and your eating's not 100% point, don't beat yourself up. If you're making changes daily or throughout the week, you're winning. That's the most important thing. So don't let stress eat away at you. And if it does eat away at you and it does make you feel shit, look at little ways of trying to combat it, or at least open your eyes to it. And like I said, good apps: meditation, take yourself away for 10 minutes, go for planned family days out, see your friends, join clubs, socialise in different areas away from your life, which they can take you away from the stresses that might kind of add to that. So be really aware of them. Try not to be kind of hold them all in, and definitely talk about them as well, because it's really important to try and keep that healthy that lifestyle you want to do. So please remember that it's not just food, it's not just exercise. They're really important, but the whole concept of the 5 big key things here work together. So dare I say, if your food's not exactly on point, but it's not bad, and your attending session's okay-ish, but if your water intake and your rest is good and your sleep is good and you're controlling your stress and you're looking after yourself, that can have massive, fantastic effects and results for you, because your body's in a good place. It's in a good place both spiritually and physically, and therefore it'll counter maybe not having a great week with food, and maybe not attending as many sessions, and you don't beat yourself and feel bad, and you still keep into a good routine. The reason I say that, I do know that when people start dropping sessions or dropping the food, they knock everything else out the window. But if those other 3 things are strong, you're drinking water, you're looking after yourself, and you're sleeping well, guess what? That will keep you in a good place, and it will allow you to come back into your nutrition and exercise if they've dropped off. So they're really important, and dare I say, more as if not as important than the other 2. So have a look at that. Headspace is a great app. Try and make some time. Try and put this week, if you can, 2 things. I want to try and do 2 things. Try as much as possible to do 2 things for yourself that give you 10 minutes, an hour, whatever it is for you. Read a book, do whatever you can. When you get that kind of bit of time, try not to crash in front of Facebook and the telly. Try and switch your mind off something completely different, and relax in a different way, and have a bit of care time, a bit of you time. Keep it going. You've been brilliant.